Hello everybody, it's Brian Hearn of understandingpeople.org, and today I'm going to talk to you about a very serious subject, the death of Robin Williams and what we can learn from it and what we can do to help prevent it. Robin Williams was an incredible person. I still have one of his records. That's one of those vinyl things like this. It's round, it goes around, had a needle, scratched and made sounds. I know that sounds impossible to some of you youngsters out there. It's like science fiction. It was before the internet and before MP3 players. But trust me, I still have it, and I still listen to it from time to time. The title is Reality, What a Concept, which seemed to be a theme that went through Robin Williams' life, most of his life. He repeated it over and over again throughout his life. And it was a duality, kind of like his life. He grew up, he was a fat kid, he didn't have any friends. He grew up in a mansion. I believe it had 30 rooms, but he never had any family there to take care of him or see how he was feeling or doing. In high school, he's voted least likely to succeed. How'd you like that burden on your life? At least he had talent and the means. He went to Juilliard and became the person that you and I know as Robin Williams, the persona. But just like reality being a concept, that's a duality. On the one side, he was an incredible performer that we all loved and adored. But on the other side, he was a drug addict that suffered with Great Depression. Maybe you're in depression right now. Maybe you feel trapped and alone. You may need medical assistance, may need counseling, but more than anything, you need to not be isolated. You need some close friends. Somehow find close friends and open up to them. They could be the thing that changes everything. Let me give you a tip for the day of how to spot people that may be suffering from depression. I know if my friends had known about face reading, they would have known that something was wrong with me, because I used to sit in a room at night at work by myself for several hours every night, 7 days a week, going for every hour. Is there any reason I should keep living? Is there any reason I shouldn't take a gun and blow my brains out? So I do know about depression. Anyway, here's some things you can look for. Corners of their mouth turned down. That means they are a negative thinker. That means they're looking for what's going to happen next. Yeah, been through that, got the t-shirt, that kind of person. If the lines go way down, a lot of times you see them in older people, but sometimes younger people, that means they've gone through great grief, maybe the death of a child or a death of a loved one or some horrible tragedy that's affected them. If there's a long line down this side right here, now these lines are normal, but if you see a really long one that comes down, especially further down, or even connects with these lines, that means that's on this side of the face. That means something's going on in their family that has really upset their world. If it's on this side and it goes way down, that means it's something going on in their business life, especially if they're really deep. That means that there's something going on in either, like I said, their family life or their work life. Those are things you can watch for. Also, people with ears that are very close to their head are very conservative thinkers. Change doesn't help them very much. I don't know about Robin Williams' ears, but I know he went through a big change lately when his show was canceled. That changed his life dramatically, I'm sure. Anyway, those are things you can look for in someone who might be depressed. And even if you don't notice those things, I would suggest watching this several times and noticing those things on people. But even if you don't do that, do this. With everybody you meet, just say, "How are you doing?" And they'll go, "Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great." Well, you and I know that they're not doing great, no matter what they're saying. Somewhere inside they're hurting. So I go, "Really? Are you really doing that good?" They go, "Oh, yeah. If I was doing better, it'd be a sin." You go, "How are you really doing? I really want to know." And then ask them to go to Starbucks with you or go to lunch with you and just let them talk. And after a while, they'll warm up to you, and eventually those things that they're holding in that may be leading to their death will come out, and you may be able to help them or instruct them on how to find help. Anyway, I know that's a heavy subject, but it needs to be talked about. If you liked what you've seen or heard, go to understandingpeople.org and you get a free tip of the day. Thank you for sharing your time with me. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for sharing your grief with me. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.